gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police, but I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's a Black Gen Z mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's get into the video.
Only on 13, it was a terrifying encounter for a family. A couple in Katy didn't know they were being followed from an ATM when a group of men robbed them at gunpoint.
And we have covered this type of crime before. Now tonight, 4 men are charged, and deputies say they're actually connected to a much larger crime ring. ABC 13's Brooke Taylor has been digging into the operation. Joins us now. Brooke?
All right, guys. So we have a nationwide crime spree going on, and the fact that this is being allowed, I mean, how do you have these guys going state to state hitting licks? It's absolutely insane. We've had a complete breakdown of the criminal justice system, and it's looking rough.
We report on juggings all the time. It's when criminals follow victims who are just trying to get cash at the ATM, and that's exactly what deputies say happened here. Through the investigation, the violent crime.
Okay, so she said jugging. It's really called jugging. Okay, but jugging is basically when you hit a lick or steal something from someone, take something that doesn't belong to you. And a lot of times they do this in a violent manner. They try and catch you off guard, jugging cars, okay, jugging money, trying to sneak something out your purse while you're not looking. I mean, these things are happening all the time. And you have these super gremlins who are responsible for these activities, okay? A lot of times young black men, and you know, they're hurting people, and that's the facts. So this jugging operation could quickly turn into a federal murder situation, or it could have turned into that if they, you know, would have been allowed to keep going. So thank goodness that they were arrested, because not only are they taking something that doesn't belong to them, but guys like this, man, they're reckless, ruthless, you know, and at some point they start itching to catch bodies, and that's the facts. You can deny it all you want, but it's the truth. I mean, most robbers who really robbing, especially if they robbing with sticks, are itching to catch bodies.
Unit believes that the 4 suspects here are connected to juggings throughout Harris County.
These 4 men are accused of being involved in a jugging operation across Harris County. Marvin Rue, Keon Reed, Javis Sylvester, and Ralph Speech. They range in age from 17 to 30 years old, and all are charged with
17, 30 years old. I mean, what does a 30-year-old have in common with a 17-year-old? I mean, I understand if they was cousins, but none of them really look related, okay? Guys, I mean, it's ridiculous, man. And I'm going to tell you right now, they're not going to be in long. That's all I'll say.
Organized crime. 2 of the suspects also charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. According to charging documents, the men drove to multiple banks looking for people with cash with intent to rob them at gunpoint. Records also state they kept different tools on them, including ski masks, binoculars, a handgun.
Whoa. Don't get ahead of yourself. Those are not just regular old ski masks. Those are poo-shiesty masks,
And a cell phone. On August 22nd, deputies say the men followed a couple from the Wells Fargo Bank on Fry Road in Katy to a gas station and robbed them with a gun. I spoke to the victims, who were too afraid to speak on camera. The woman tells me she and her husband went to the ATM before they went to breakfast. The couple didn't know they were being followed and went to get gas nearby. Two men with a gun demanded money. Her husband sprayed them with the gas pump. She says one of the men noticed her in the car, hit her.
That was pretty smart. Spraying with the gas pump. I mean, you know, in the movies, they say, oh, well, if he pulls the trigger, then he's going to light on fire. I don't necessarily think that it works exactly that way, right? But maybe if my man would have, I don't know, threw a little flame on him, he could have doused him and lit the man on fire. So good thinking on the husband's part. I'd rather have a firearm, though.
3 times with a gun and took her wallet. She hasn't been to work because she's so shaken up. According to court records, 3 of the 4 suspects have lengthy and violent rap sheets. It's not the first time Rue has been accused of doing this. He was sentenced to 2 years behind bars in 2014 for a jugging incident. According to records, he followed the victim from a bank and robbed them of $1,500.
And he was only sentenced to 2 years for... Man, that's wild.
Both he and Sylvester were out on bond for felony possession of a weapon during this most recent incident.
So gun laws don't work, obviously, because they weren't supposed to have guns. They were felons in possession, and then they repossessed after getting out. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, man. It's ridiculous. But the criminal justice system is racist. I mean, like I keep telling y'all, bro, I mean, I don't know anybody who's getting arrested who's not getting a sweetheart deal. I really don't. I don't know no street ninjas who aren't getting sweetheart deals. I really don't. And I think you're going to start seeing these sweetheart deals for the next couple of decades, unless there's a swift change in leadership of this country. But hey, man, that's just how it is. All right. That's just how it is nowadays.
And sources tell me they were able to find these 4 suspects because of surveillance footage, and the car that these men were driving in, deputies say, was the mother of one of the suspects. We're live downtown. I'm Brooke Taylor, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
Well, tonight, car thefts across the city continue, with 3 incidents happening just this morning.
And now a mother of a teen who is stealing these cars is speaking out, asking for help. 10 TV's Carly Dion spoke with her today and joins us live with more on why she's frustrated. Carly.
Andrew, Yolanda, Tiffany Hammonds says her 17-year-old son recently started down a bad path, and she's done all she could to try to stop it. Now she's wondering what more could be done if police keep releasing her son from custody.
So, I mean, you hear it. Even the single mothers are like, honey, keep him. Keep him. Lock him up. Please help me. Like that Kevin Hart meme. But God, I mean, even the single mother's like, hey, keep that child. He ain't no child of mine. And she wants him to be safe, because the reality is, everybody knows the safest place for a street ninja to be is locked up behind bars, because the streets is dangerous. I think I just saw a clip of Sexy Red saying she wanted her man to stay locked up, because once you get in them streets, that's the easiest way to get killed.
I've been begging and pleading. Please arrest him, lock him up, do something that's going to make him pay for the things that he's out here doing.
Tiffany Hammonds.
And that is where the lack of parenting comes in. Why didn't you make him pay for the things that he was doing as a child? Because he didn't just wake up like this. He wasn't just born like this. Something along the lines tells me that maybe there was potential neglect, or just a outright, outright losing control of the situation, losing control of the parent to child relationship. And that's a big issue, because mama try and be his best friend. Mama try and be his little girlfriend, the son husband trope. And then he grows up and mama can't tell him ish, because he been the man of the house since 5 years old.
says her 17-year-old son has been caught stealing cars multiple times by police, and he's driving without a license. She feels not enough is being done to stop him.
I've done almost everything I could, and it's turning him against me. He's going the opposite way and doing what he wants to do, and which is turning to the streets.
Hammond says when her son has been caught by police for stealing or crashing a stolen vehicle.
And we'll give her the benefit of the doubt because she is doing the right thing. So she's saying, hey, she did everything that she could. Maybe she did. But this just goes back to what I'm saying. The single mother thing doesn't work because a woman just can't discipline that child. If the father was around, then he could put hands and feet on that young man. And that young man is he going to the military, if anything. But because the mother can't really physically force him to do anything, then she's stuck holding the bag. So I don't know what happened with the father. Most likely it was poor choice, Thug Max Alpha Simp, or he could have got killed in the streets. You never know, especially if he was doing stuff that like his son is doing. But yeah, that's the next step for her son is, hey, he gonna rob the wrong one, they're gonna come back, they're gonna delete him. Or maybe he gets deleted by a law-abiding citizen who is defending himself and exercising his Second Amendment right.
They keep bringing him home.
I think him seeing that nothing is being done is giving him more of adrenaline rush to go back out and do it again.
Between January and August of this year, more than 7,000 cars have been stolen in the city of Columbus. A little more than half of them have been Kias and Hyundais. Hammond says she fears the threat her son poses to others and himself.
Since he's left that I know of, he's crashed 5 cars. And I reported each and every one that I know of. And he's still out here.
It's not known if her son was part of the group who stole a Kia and Hyundai found at Crum Park. The Hyundai had been set on fire while the Kia was left in the pond. About 4 hours later...
I told you guys, they're not breaking them down or anything like that, or, taking them to a chop shop, taking them on 15, 20-minute joyrides and then letting it go.
Officers say after a 911 call, they found a group of teens inside a car near the 700 block of Thurman Avenue. The driver then rammed into a Columbus police cruiser multiple times, causing damage to the front bumper before leaving the scene. As the city calls on parents to watch their kids, what happens when they've done all they could? This mother hopes something is done soon.
We're trying. But once they're here and they leave again, then what?
Then that's on the prosecutor and the DAs, and they're not keeping them in prison. And that's exactly what she voted for. She voted for no consequences for, criminals who are out here doing this, super criminals who are out there here doing this, who happen to be majority young black men. So she wanted the scales balanced when it comes to the criminal justice system and the school to pipeline, right? Public school to pipeline, or public school to prison pipeline is what they call it. She wanted the scales balanced, and this is what she voted for. So now the scales are balanced and you have no responsibility for a child that you lost the reins on.
What are we supposed to do?
And as for those car thefts earlier this morning, Columbus police say so far no arrests have been made. Reporting live at Columbus Police Headquarters, Carly Dion, 10 TV News.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Jenquavius Jackson, and y'all already know I'm demonetized and shadow banned in this bitch. So if you want to contribute, go to the Cash App, the PayPal, the GoFundMe, or join the Patreon. Also, don't forget to visit the merch store for all your favorite BGZM News 17 gear, including our exclusive Trump is a Blood t-shirt. Go fast before they sell out. They are already flying off the shelves, no cap. And remember, these super gremlins are on demon time.
Police say that they not only robbed the store that you see behind me, but they say that they returned to the scene of the crime to retrieve an item left behind. Can you believe it?
People work as hard for their money, and I don't think that it's okay for you just to demand free things.
At the premier nail supply store in Marietta, things are back to normal Wednesday night.
But at the lunch hour, September 19th, the owner says 2 female suspects came into the store appearing to want to buy supplies.
Lord have mercy. So as you guys can see, the sisters pulled up looking ratchet as hell. And this is the norm. Going to beauty supply stores, trying to steal wigs, trying to sell weaves, trying to steal nails, lashes. I mean, y'all are not embarrassed by this. Y'all are going, let me get this straight. You're going into another person's business to steal another person's hair, another person's eyelashes. I mean, y'all are, it's a trip.
When it came time to pay, they instead ran out, carrying about $600 in merchandise. Inside the store are numerous surveillance cameras. The owner shared the footage exclusively with Fox 11. You can see the cashier and the owner dressed in blue chasing after the alleged robbers.
Ooh-wee, and they as ugly as can be.
But it went from bad to worse. One of the suspects returned to the store when she realized she left behind her phone, which included a driver's license. She aggressively demanded the phone back. The owner and clerk said if you return the items, we'll give you your phone back.
Wow, and they're nice too. I would have called the police right away.
No questions asked. Then it got really ugly. Instead, the alleged female robber gets violent, throwing the owner to the ground and...
See, Asian, I can't tell if they're, yeah, they're Asian. Asian men. Jesus, man. Y'all can't keep getting beat up by black women. I'm sorry. Somebody's got to say it. I understand if the woman gets dragged. The men, though, y'all cannot keep getting beat up by black women. It's embarrassing. White men, too. Y'all are, I done seen some videos, y'all getting dragged by black women. Y'all got to be able to defeat the women now. Come on. I mean, I know she's big. She's definitely, you know what I mean? She built like a ninja, but damn, where's the kung fu? Where's the taekwondo? Where's the jujitsu? Give me something to work with, because this ain't it.
Instead, the alleged female robber gets violent, throwing the owner to the ground and roughing up the cashier who is pregnant. Granted, robbing a nail...
Wow, where's the female solidarity? Roughing up the cashier who's pregnant. Oh, man. I mean, these women are the scum of the earth.
Supply store isn't exactly an Einstein move, but forgetting your phone and coming back for it, even worse. The people we...
Look how they're clowning you on the news. It's not an Einstein move. You forgot your phone, coming back for it. I mean... And they don't care. They like, and the fuck? I'm telling you, that's their mindset.
Spoke to here today expressed concern for the owner.
And when people just come in and steal from them, I just don't think that it's right.
Again, look at the video of the woman assaulting the owner and lunging at the pregnant woman behind the counter.
And when she's caught, there will be no consequences and no accountability. So this is pretty much a non-story.
Police say the theft was less than the cost of the phone. These images show the injuries to the store owner, who would not talk to us on camera, but confirmed the chain of events. The suspects left in a black vehicle. Now, according to police, they say that they located them about a mile away with the stolen property right there in full view. They were taken into custody and arrested and booked on numerous charges. Laura Diaz reporting live from Marietta. Now back to the studio.
All right, guys, and that leads me to my final video. We've seen all the thievery. We have seen the jugging, the finessing, right? The running off on a plug twice, I mean, whatever you want to call it, finagling, hidden licks. But now we're going to see a lick, a finagle, a finesse, a runoff get pretty much demolished, stopped in its tracks, in her tracks, because it is going to be a sister, a portly sister, a woman who, you know, falls in that demographic of that 75% obese sister. And y'all are going to have a fit when y'all hear her reaction to getting caught. Okay? No accountability in these women. No wonder why their children are out here deleting people, robbing people, taking people's cars, taking people's Hyundais and Kias. These super sister gremlins are on demon time.
Wal Mart is racist! 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 Wal Mart is racist!
You see just one last one from the front.
Wal Mart is racist! 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 Wal Mart is racist!
Let's get out of here.
Oh my God. He had to hog roll that big old elephant of a woman. I love to see it getting caught in your tracks, just like the Takia situation. She lucky she didn't get shot and killed, like what's the girl's name? Takaya Young. Okay? She lucky she didn't get shot and killed, because the reality is you are in the wrong, and you over here stealing, and you over here trying to get one up on Walmart, and they caught you behind, and the police officer came in and he dealt with you. She was probably trying to stuff things in her, down her pants, hide it in her fat. You know, she got a lot of hiding spaces in that 400-pound body. It looks like she about 400 pounds. So, I mean, these women are disgusting. They don't want accountability. They feel like they're the victim, even when they are the suspect, when they are the perpetrator. He hog rolled her. She's 500 pounds. I mean, and we're sitting here talking about she's a queen. She was missing. And this is a perfect arrest. He didn't beat the crap out of her, the piss out of her, or whatever. You know, he dealt with her in a physical manner. He didn't kowtow to her, screaming the Walmart is racist thing. This has nothing to do with Walmart. That's the city police. Yes, they're doing a service for Walmart. They're helping Walmart out, but they're also doing their jobs. This has nothing to do with Walmart. You got caught being a fat ass, and you got to stand on that. And you know she got like 6, 7, 8 kids with like 5 different baby daddies, because brothers, Thug Max Alpha Sim specifically, will still hit that. Like, I'll see a chick like that, 400 pounds, in the Walmart. I'll see her walking with a guy who's $145 soaking wet. You see it all the time. These Thug Max Alpha Sims, they're desperate. They're hobosexuals, and they are smashing these big old, you know, walrus looking women. It's absolutely despicable. It's disgusting. And it has to be stopped. These women have to be stopped. These thieves, these looters, they have to be stopped, male or female, because this is what accountability looks like. Embarrassment. All right. And here's the thing. They're still not embarrassed. She gonna be like, oh, I was mistreated. She gonna try and call Ben Crump, Al Sharpton, get a lawsuit, call BLM. I mean, there's so many different outs for her, and now she can get on the Shade Room and do an interview. Well, I knew they were profiling me, so I just wanted to see if they were. And then I started stuffing food and drinks and candy and chocolate and ice cream down my pants. And then when they saw me, I called them out on it because I told them that I knew that they was looking at me. So I did that just to see what they would do. She gonna try and spin the whole story. I'm telling you right now. And then at the end of the day, if that don't work, and then she really has to face accountability, which she won't, most likely. She's not gonna do no time. She's not gonna barely have to pay no fines. She potentially could get put on probation, but I even doubt that. I could see them just dropping the case and literally being, and this is why y'all have food deserts. Because not only do you have women like this eating up all the damn food, but you have women like this who are stealing all the damn food. So, I mean, so many different ways you can tackle this conversation. Literally tackle, because it looks like she is an offensive tackle. I could go on, but this is the modern black woman. Unfortunately, this is what we're left with, and they want us to cuff this.
Gang violence and other kind of violence. So it is what it is.